Hi, it's Robin. Have you ever felt depressed, or maybe you just wake up with the blahs a lot? We kind of talk around that kind of behavior and feeling, and we put it off to something else outside of ourselves. Oh, it's a gray day out today, and it's here in Vancouver. Oh, it's the rain that makes me feel depressed. I have SADS, I have this, I have that. And we tend to look outside as to what's causing it. And we also like to distract ourselves and not really see what's going on. And for me, because I grew up with a mom who was severely depressed and suicidal, it's something I've really watched in myself to make sure that I don't go into those types of behaviors where it's really hard to see yourself out of it when you're in it. Like if you talk to people who are in that state, they're so in it, they can't see any way out of it. And that's why places like suicidal hotlines are so important, because people, when they're in it, can't see any way out, and it's black or white. And really, life isn't like that. When we're thinking and feeling and really connected with ourselves, and we don't have to go there. And so there's a few tools that you can use, and one of them is journaling. And I do a gratitude journal, and sometimes I do it in the evening, sometimes I do it the next morning. It depends on what's going on for me, though I find that I like to do it best at night, because I get time to reflect on my day and kind of what went on, who I connected with, what joy they brought me, or areas that I'm learning from. And even when the circumstances might not be exactly what I wanted, there's still a learning piece and a growth piece that I like to reflect on. And even look at how could I have done things differently, maybe a different connection or a different way to connect, or maybe think about something that I would do differently and focus on what I can do from a positive perspective. So that's one way to kind of keep track of how I'm feeling. I do notice if I am going into any of those places where I'm feeling a bit of despair or something else is going on, then I tend not to write in the journal. So that's a flag for me. So what I'd like you to think about is, what are the flags for you? So if you do something on a consistent basis when you're feeling good, and then when you're not feeling so good, you're not doing it, that's a really good indicator. Even walking, getting some exercise. And it's a real challenge for people who are not feeling well, because the walking or the exercise is going to make them feel well. And to get going and to do it is a real challenge because of that mindset of being in the depression or in the funk, whatever you want to call it. And of course, there's degrees on this. And certainly if it's severe, get medical attention, get help. I do advocate that you always use your health professionals, and whatever that team involves. It can be regular family physician if you have one, naturopaths, lots of different practitioners. There's lots of really great help out there, and one isn't exclusive to the other. We all need different teams and different people in our lives for different things and to give us different perspectives. So that's one thing, is the writing. And next is exercising or doing something physical, because if we're not getting the oxygen to the brain and getting that flow, then we're not in sync with ourselves, and our body naturally begins to kind of shut down. And so that's another good indicator. And I know, depending on the weather, we can make excuses for that, and that's when we can look at what are the alternatives. Just simply, I have some CDs with yoga, and there's lots of online yoga and things like that. So it doesn't have to be, getting out for a run or a walk if the weather isn't great. It's like doing a bit of stretching, doing something just to feel into your body, because that's where everything comes from. Everything comes from our physicality, and the mental, emotional, and spiritual etherics are attached to our physical body. So the more we can feel into our bodies and look inside to see what's going on for us, the more connected we're going to be, the more we're going to be able to see those behaviors shift quicker. And that's really the goal, is when you see yourself going down a road that isn't as healthy, the faster you can stop that behavior or look at it and see what's going on for you, the healthier and the faster that happens. So to keep on track, it's like having, I wouldn't say a strong vigilance, it's just an awareness and a curiosity of what's going on for yourself. We get so busy in our day, and do we spend the time to actually check in with ourselves and just kind of see what's going on? Do I need to take a couple of deeper breaths to really feel present in my body? And what I find for myself, if I get into the busyness and I'm on the computer and connecting with people and doing my work, at some point there's not really much going on. I can be doing busy work, but I'm not really present to it. So that's when I know I need to stop, take a couple of breaths, see what's going on. Do I need to shift gears for a bit? Maybe I need a cup of tea or some water, maybe some food, or just some movement, and even dance. I love to add in, just turn on the radio for a couple minutes and dance and get physical, and then I'm more connected to myself again. So those are some ideas for you. I'm going to say goodbye for now and come back at a later date with some more information and suggestions. So hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will talk to you again later.